afternoon. I'm Cheryl Mercedes in for Sherman Chow. Houston police need your help this afternoon identifying these purse-snatching suspects. Now, they're accused of robbing two elderly women outside of a grocery store parking lot in Southwest Houston, even pushing one of them to the ground and injuring her. Police released this video right here just hours ago, but the aggravated robbery, they say, happened back in June. Our Michelle Choi has been working the story throughout the morning. Michelle, you talked to one of the victims?
Yeah, that's right, Cheryl. You know, those two victims are actually sisters. One is 79, the other is 84 years old. She's the one who was hurt. Now, I spoke with the younger sister this morning who told me that the two were making their weekly grocery run here at this store behind me located on West Fuquay back in June, when she says those two guys came up from behind them and snatched their purses. Take a look. Here is another look at the surveillance video Houston police released just hours ago. The two victims' faces are blurred, but you can see them walking side by side. The suspects are the two young men in the back. Police believe they're in their mid to late teens. Seconds later, you see them running towards the elderly sisters, knocking one of them to the ground, snatching their purses and running away, and getting into what police say was a Chrysler 300 and taking off. Short time after, they say they used one of the sisters' stolen debit card at a gas station. 79-year-old Josephina describing the moment her 84-year-old sister was shoved to the ground.
She hit every part of her body. Good thing she didn't broke anything, but later she was getting pains everywhere, and you know, it took weeks for her pains to really stabilize. I'm afraid. Every time I see now the persons, you know, the ladies wearing, I say, oh, it can happen again.
Yeah, your heart just goes out to these victims. Now, to make matters worse, Josephina says the two suspects began laughing as they ran away with their purses. Now, here's another closer look at those suspects. The first guy seen here wearing a hoodie and checkered pants, as well as the guy wearing a black t-shirt and shorts, were the two who police say robbed the victims. The third guy wearing a white t-shirt and jeans, they believe, is the one who swiped the sister's stolen debit card at a gas station. Now, police say the cards were frozen shortly after that, so these suspects didn't get to rack up that many charges. However, the younger sister I talked to tells me that these guys didn't just steal their purses, they stole their peace of mind. They no longer carry purses at this point. Now, coming up at 4 on the 411, hear more from that younger sister and her message to the suspects. Cheryl, back to you.
Let's hope that the video they released this morning helps police nab those suspects. Not a laughing matter at all. Thank you, Michelle.